guys made my coffee. Now it's time to do a cozy Christmas house tour. All right, I'm gonna set my coffee down here. It's hard to hold it and film at the same time, but we're gonna start with the entryway. But first I thought I'd show you guys my outfit. So I have this beautiful hand knit Christmas sweater. We've got the bear. You're gonna see why I chose this one today. Just leggings, comfy Uggs, and that's the look today. Loki is just, you know, you just wake up like that. You're just already handsome. He's hilarious. All right, so this is my entryway. It is actually very similar to the one I did last year in Florida. I will link my all my Christmas house tours that I've ever done. I have a Christmas playlist. Also, I'm wearing my retainer, so just, you know, if I kind of sound a little off, it's that. But here is this year's entryway. I absolutely love it. As I take you through the rest of the house, you're going to see how this flows with everything. So really my style has included navy. I bring in navy as a color because to me, it gives a nod to Ralph Lauren. I don't know why my brain thinks that, but my brain just thinks navy, Ralph Lauren. So I've got these gorgeous bulbs. This is a Walmart garland. I do stack them and then I put some lights through there. And then these beautiful wooden houses are from Hobby Lobby. You'll also see these as well throughout the rest of the house. And then I added my red bows. The only thing I think I need to do is give them a red center because like that just doesn't look finished, but maybe next year. But yeah, so here's the look. I absolutely love how it flows with like my everyday furniture as well. As you can see just from this shot alone, expect more traditional. Just off of the entryway, however, before we dive into the rest of the house, is my office, and I am so in love with this space, especially when I redid this back wall and I added this beautiful canvas DIY that I did. And then I have my horses on either side. I will link the video. I don't remember if I did. I'll link the video where I think I did the update of the office. But in this space specifically, I went with a very different plaid pattern, if you will. I still have the navy and the green bulbs, but you're not going to see red bulbs in here. And this is the only room in the house right now that is going to hold this pattern right here. Because otherwise, it's not a plaid that I always use. But let me tell you, I think it works so beautifully in my office. And it is actually my favorite space in the entire house for Christmas. So yeah, these pillows are just so beautiful and so comfy. Over on this wall, I wanted to make sure I broke up all the green and navy. So I have some like knitted garland here with a touch of these like little gold pom-poms. Honestly, I really think that the stockings make it. I think without it, it would be beautiful, but something about having the stockings hang here and the way that the stockings already give a nod to vintage, it just complements all of this so much. Let me move my cart because it's a little messy and I want you guys to kind of like see it from a cleaner perspective. All right, so here is what it would look like, these books. I know it seems pretty random, but I actually really love it. I was just stacking these there when I unboxed them from my moving boxes. And then I decided, you know what? I think they actually look really great there. It just also kind of adds to a homey, lived-in look. But yeah, so anyways, here is my back wall. And I didn't have to do too much to this room. I already had these ornaments in my collection. I did pull out some navy and green books to just like go with the theme. And I think it turned out so great. Like I'm telling you, this room is my favorite room in the entire house. Then I have these little bows that I made. I bought this ribbon off of Amazon. and, you know, just to bring in this pattern to the tree. And I kept it simple. I didn't add any ornaments. Only the ornaments are on this garland right here, and the stockings. I just can't. I'm so in love. I think I got them from like TJ Maxx or Home Goods. My chair also has this right here, which is actually a scarf in my scarf collection. And I thought, you know what? I also need the scarf on this side of my desk as well. So just to like see it from this perspective. Yeah, it's just a little touch. It's cute. And I don't know. It's the little small things that honestly makes me happy. This room is so good for me. This back wall, I think I asked you guys what you thought, and I looked at some of the comments and suggestions. I think I'm either gonna leave it alone, or I might play with like a floor length mirror, like a mirror that just sits on the floor. And yeah, the question is, should it be black or should it be gold? I don't know. I feel like maybe black because the chairs and the desk, but comment, let me know what you think the mirror should be. Over on this side, I didn't do too much either. That was Christmassy. The only thing that I did is turn on the fireplace. This is from Amazon, by the way. And then I put on a little winter ambiance on my TV. But I didn't switch out any of my pictures for anything Christmassy, but next year for sure. Now that I know, you know, how much I love this setup, I'll probably definitely work on having like a more wintry display. There's Loki's toy. So anyways, over here, there's really nothing that's Christmassy at all. But, you know, I could have like switched these out for like a wintry branch. But all things that I will definitely think of next year. Once we get into this part of the house, this is where we get into all the festivities. To the right, we have the living room. To the left, we have the kitchen. But let's start with the living room first. This is why I'm wearing teddy bears today, because really my aesthetic in the living room is a teddy bear. For me, it's a nod to Ralph Lauren. If you know anything about that style, he uses a teddy bear a lot in his polo items and his hats and a bunch of other things. Now, this pillow right here is not Ralph Lauren, but it looks it, and it is from Pottery Barn. Now, this is my favorite plaid pattern, so very different from the plaid you just saw in my office, but this is my personal favorite. It's on these pillows, and these pillows are, the plaid ones are from Pottery Barn, and the gray ones are from Amazon. I will link everything I can down below. I love how the navy is working in here. I also got these new fluffy fur pillows. I did this because I got a new tree skirt, and the tree skirt has that fluffy fur. I used to have like, was it like a red tree skirt? I forget the color of it, but I actually think this is so much better. It kind of tones everything down for me and just makes, I don't know, I feel like it helps more make it look Ralph Lauren. I'm sure with a red, I could have still pulled that off as well, but I feel like because I'm mixing already so many colors, I just think it works. It also makes the house look, you know, very wintry, even though we don't, there's no snow out there. And then here are the trees. I added one to this end table, and then there's the other one, and then there's more on the TV console. So again, when you walk through the house, it's hard going through the camera, but you definitely do feel a glow, at least I think so. Here are the same ornaments, the same garland from Walmart. I added some lights, and I definitely, even though I knew I was doing garland up there, I felt like it needed it here as well. So I'm really glad I added it. And over on the fireplace, I absolutely love how this turned out. The one thing that I'll say is I wish I would have had time to add twinkle lights to there, because I can't add these lights because they need to plug in and there's not a plug up there. But I really think this needed like twinkle lights. But, you know, next time. And then we have our brand new stockings. I Actually, these stockings are what inspired me to do everything. So I've really based a lot of this around them. They are from Pottery Barn. I love the plaid background. And this is the first time Micah and I have ever had our names monogrammed. Now, I had it when I was a kid, but not like with Micah as a mom. So I officially have my mom's stocking that I'll be filling myself. Micah's, and then of course Loki had to get his own stocking as well. So in love. And then we have the same garland setup, and yeah, just needs the twinkle lights. Now, something that I did this morning, I added that little red bow. When I was looking at this, I thought something red is missing from the top of this. This is a huge fireplace mantle, like huge. And that picture makes it look small, but that's a poster size print. That's a 24 by 36. And it looks small in this huge thing. So, you know, but anyway, so I decided I had to add this little red satin bow. The satin bow is on the Christmas tree. I'll show you guys the Christmas tree in a second. So it flows in and connects with the tree. And it also like gives it a little bit of a vintage touch. I don't know. I really like it. And it did exactly what it added, the touch that I really wanted. So we've got the cozy fire going, and just to show you guys the couch and kind of what it all looks like from this view. I still never got around to putting anything here. However, I saw someone haul these like big giant Christmas tree candles from Aldi, and I wish I would have had those, because that's what I would have put right here, like a big giant Christmas tree candle. Next time. But here is the Christmas tree this year, very similar to last year's. I have the same toppers on there from Hobby Lobby, and here are the satin red bows. What's new is that I added the cardinals. I feel like the cardinals might be random, not might be, I feel like they are random. I think I would have been better off with like maybe little teddy bears, but for whatever reason, I really wanted the cardinals on the tree this year, so that's what I did. Anyways, that is the Christmas tree this year. I struggle with tree decorating. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. At one point, Micah did tell me that the tree looked pathetic. And that was before the ribbons and before the cardinals. And it was looking a little sad. So I started adding the bows, and she definitely loves it. So now you can kind of see that bow up there. I also added the same satin bows to these trees. We've got our countdown here. This countdown has been with us for so long, and you know, I'm gonna continue to use it, even if it doesn't even quite match everything. Like, this isn't the same red as that. I'm sure I could give it a makeover and make the red a little bit more darker or brighter. But you know, it is what it is. Now, under here, I've got this beautiful Christmas village set, and I thought this was the perfect place to put these. Now, I know I could have added snow. I could have added like twinkle lights to the snow blanket and then added all this on top, and it would have been really fun. But, you know, I really was just kind of like working with how much time I had this year to decorate. Before we go into the kitchen, let's go into the next space, which might be y'all's favorite. I don't know. At the end of this video, let me know which space in the house is your favorite. But here is my bedroom. When you walk in, over on this side is just a plain Christmas tree. I didn't do anything to it other than add this beautiful white fur tree skirt because it matches the pillow on my bed. I'll show you guys in a second. And then these little red velvet bows from Walmart are my absolute favorite. They just have a very classic look to them, and classic Ralph Lauren, I don't know, it just works in my brain. Over on this section, I moved this little stool. It was kind of hiding in the corner. I moved it out so that you could see it better. And then I just kind of like put the stocking underneath here, but I thrifted this stocking from Florida, and I'm so happy I found that. I also have this one, but I never found quite the right space for it. Maybe I could actually like put it on the side here, but for now it's just been laying here. Then I have these little presents. I believe they're from Hobby Lobby. The one thing I couldn't quite finish was to put a winter picture here. I don't know if I'm gonna get a wild hair and go to Hobby Lobby. It's like December 18th today. I don't really know. And see if I can get a print for here. But that didn't end up getting finished. But I do love all the pops of green and red over here. Just looks so Christmassy. I also think I need a pop of red on my TV mantle as well. Maybe this is where this stocking can come in. I'm not sure if I just kind of like need to add it to here. I mean, if I add it here, it will block my drawers, you know what I mean? And I only have one, so I don't know. Maybe I could put it here actually. That might work. But this garland is from Amazon, and I actually really like it because they also provide the twinkle lights, which are super cute. There's a bunch of different settings. I have it on this little like dance party right now, but they also have like 8 or 9 different settings. They also have like just straight continuous, and they don't blink or anything, just stay on. That's usually the one I use. And then the main star of the show is just going to be the bed, the winter pictures that I have up here. These are also poster size prints. I will link the original Decorate With Me video down below in case you have questions on anything. It has all the links for you. You can definitely go back and watch that video. I even changed out my rug for this just because if you watch that video, you'll see why I changed out the rug. But I love this bed. It is so cozy, and pretty much everything is from Amazon. With the exception of this, I found this at like TJ Maxx. But my sheets, all that, Amazon. We have the same garland over here, which I draped over my mirror. And then we've got the little lights dancing, and then we have a really cute deer. And that is my Christmas bedroom for 2023. And I know for those of you that watch all my videos, you're waiting for this next space because nobody has seen it yet. And that is my Christmas kitchen. Now, I'll tell you guys, I actually just finished it today. It has, I don't know why, but I was really struggling with it. So I'll just kind of show you guys what I ended up doing. So what I struggled with, just so that you know, was the gingerbread houses. I feel like I have 2 different style of gingerbread houses. I have this style, which clearly is what I chose, which is just the brown and the white. But then I have more of the fun, all the colors, you know, the cutesier gingerbread. This is more of like a classic gingerbread, I guess you could say. I really didn't want to go with all the colors. I wanted to go more of a muted gingerbread, but I struggled pulling out color. It wasn't until this morning, sorry to move you guys around, wasn't until this morning I was like, you know what, let me put up these wreaths. I've had these wreaths for a few years now, and they've been in several of my past Christmas kitchens. And when I saw my little striped bows, I was like, okay, that's the key. We're gonna use the striped bow. Luckily, I bought rolls of this, so I still had more ribbon to like cut and put. So we've got the cute little frosted wreaths here on all the chairs. And then I have these little like frosted trees, and I added the striped ribbon to it. Also did it over here as well. So it just looks super cute. Now this little area is probably a little confusing. I don't know why I didn't give any thought to putting green, like winter green branches in here. So I just never got around to that. I don't know why this slipped my mind. Now I can definitely remove this for sure. I can remove it, but I feel like it definitely adds something to this kitchen, but I don't know. Maybe I'll end up removing it. But then on my little cutting board, this is just for display only. I put more of these little trees here. And then when you go to the back of the kitchen, we've got more of the gingerbread houses, and then this is where the color came in. So once I added the little striped bow, I definitely started feeling much better about the decor. And then up here, this is another piece I struggled with because this is a regular wreath. It's not a frosted wreath like my little frosted trees. But I love my gingerbread, man. I bought those from Etsy. I actually have 2 of them. And I ran out of command hooks, so that's why it's like sitting on top. But I will be getting a command hook, and then it will like sit centered, by the way, in case you're wondering. The thing about me is I don't really like to mix different kinds of greeneries. I want them all to kind of flow. So there's just a really random mix of these, you know, those, and then that. So I don't know, maybe next year I'm gonna switch out the frosted and I'll do like mini versions of those since I have those throughout the rest of my house. That's probably what I'll end up doing. But I definitely had to make sure that I got my little gingerbread man up there. And then you can see here from this view, so let me kind of step back. You can see, you know, the balance of the houses on either side. And then I also have this cute gingerbread charcuterie board, and I got it from Walmart. It was so cheap, it was like $9.98. And then we've got the little candles going, and then of course, this, I think I actually did a video where I changed all this out from Halloween to Christmas. So if you need to see that video, I'll link it down below. Yeah, so I'm not gonna dive too much into this, just to give you guys a little visual. But it's so Christmassy, you know, and it just adds to it for sure for me. And it's been fun having this option in this house. Over here, we've got my little TV, which I love. Of course, my coffee maker. I'm just displaying a gingerbread mug. I picked that specifically just to kind of give the pops of gingerbread. But this is the area where I also struggled, and I'll go ahead and show you guys what I ended up doing. So this is my little, what would you call it? Coffee bar. There's really not a bar first going because the coffee maker's over there. I did think about moving the coffee maker over here. I might still do that. Yeah, I think it would look really great right there. But in the end, this is what I came up with. I'm really glad I had these beautiful trees. They look like iced cookie trees, so it really kind of goes with the gingerbread. But I'm not gonna lie to you, it took me a while before I even came to this display, and it still wasn't quite how I envisioned it, but I can say that I'm very happy with the outcome. There's just certain decorating things I'm not that great at, and I think this will be one of those things where it will just be, you know, I don't know, something that I'll just hopefully get better at as the time goes on. So let's start at the bottom. I just had these little pieces out, and then I draped the little garland just to make it like fun and cute, you know, because it's gingerbread. And then we have the girl and boy gingerbread plates. These are from Hobby Lobby. This is all Hobby Lobby, all of it, even the garland. And then up in here, these little these are place card. Yeah, because you can put them on your table. Those are from Hobby Lobby as well. Over in this section, those little red things are from Hobby Lobby. These are from like TJ Maxx or Home Goods, but these mugs that I got in a set of 4, I actually have 4. The other one I didn't use, but it's from Pottery Barn. And then over here, Hobby Lobby, this is Walmart. I don't know where I got that, maybe like Tuesday morning or something like that. Hobby Lobby, I believe. Those were like TJ Maxx or Home Goods. And then the Santas are TJ Maxx or Home Goods. And then over here, this is my little Dollar Tree find, my little gingerbread house hand soap. But yeah, from Dollar Tree for, was it $3 or $5? I don't remember which it was. Over in this corner, let me show you guys what I did that I made a mistake on. So let's talk about these pillows right here, my little gingerbread house pillows, because I remember when I hauled them, you guys loved it so much. I love them too, trust me. I'm so glad I found it. But here's where I messed up. I messed up in the color of this tree. I was trying to match the red to this. This was when I didn't really know what was happening in this kitchen. And now, just today, I brought out this. That's a totally different red. To me, I have to match the shades. And this red is perfect too because it's also that same red. It's like a nice bright red, whereas this is more like a brick red. So I was trying to match my yarn because I made these pom-poms myself because I saw this gorgeous tree from Nordstrom's and they had pom-poms on it. And I was just like, oh my God. Now that tree had more pom-poms on it. I didn't quite get to add as many as I wanted, but it's beautiful. I love where I was headed here, but it's not quite the right shade of red. But you know what? I definitely know that I want to do the pom-poms. Now, last year or the year before, I had a full-on like gingerbread tree, but I really want to do something a little bit more chill. There's a really big like hole in here, so I've got to try to cover that in. Wow, that was like a huge hole. One of the things I don't like about Christmas is like all the tree fluffing, but you know, yeah, so that's the only mistake I feel like I made. But otherwise, that is the tree this year. I really love the pom-pom concept. I'm definitely going to have to do it more. Now, here's what I'll say. I love this wine red color, and I think I might end up using this color palette in my dining room next year. So it's not going to be completely gone to waste. That's actually a table runner, and I just kind of use it as a tree skirt. And the pom-poms in that matches perfectly. But I'll just probably end up using it and doing a pom-pom tree in my dining room next year and just do more of a vintage thing. And the only room that got decorated upstairs is my media room. This is a candy cane theme, complete with, you know, just red and white. Love this tree. It's also very comforting to me because it reminds me of my favorite house, and so it just makes me feel all of those good feelings. All of the ornaments are from Hobby Lobby. I'm out of breath from walking up the stairs. We have the red pillows. The white pillows were already part of the couch. Then we have my striped pillow, which is super cute. So I feel like it just kind of like breaks up all the red as well. And then really the star of the show up here are going to be my posters. My Christmas posters. We've got Santa Claus, Christmas Vacation, The Grinch, and Home Alone. I would like to next year upgrade my movie posters. I actually want the ones that are like actually in movie theaters where they light up in the back and there's not like a glare. So, you know, but eventually. So, and then from the front, we just have some red pillows over here. Let me zoom out so you guys can kind of see what that looks like. I'm not going to lie to y'all that this is a cozy space. We could all come up here and honestly have a good time, take a nap, watch Hallmark. This little tree I just kind of threw together, has little candy canes. I felt like it needed a touch of like red and white stripes. So that's what we did there. We have this little tree. I believe it turns on. Yeah. So get a little sparkle there. I also need lights here. So I did a garland here. These are actually the stockings we had last year in the living room. And this is what our tree skirt looks like. It was like this knit red. And then we have some little Christmas trees in the back. We have some Christmas blankets. We have the candy canes, of course. This is my thrifted blanket. It's like all Christmassy. Got it in Florida. Scored on that. And, you know, got a good Christmas movie playing. This is a new movie, Candy Cane Lane. Love it. And, yeah. So that is the last room in the tour. We caught you. We caught you doing that. You thought we were over there looking at the room, but we saw it. We saw it all. And that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the full house tour. And I'm just excited that you guys finally got to see the kitchen. This is also another favorite room in the house. Comment down below. Let me know which room you loved the most. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.